Here is Ghost of Yotei. This game is the second game of Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima has been released at summer of 2020. After 5 years of waiting, publishers has delivered the second game to its players. Ghost of Tsushima was about Mongol invasion on Japanese island which name is Tsushima Island, and clan named Sakai was defending the island against the Mongol invasion. It was an open world game in this island, and we were progressing land by land as we move forward in the story. First game's hero's name was Jin Sakai, who is an experienced samurai, and this samurai was trying to end the invasion and trying to kill the head of the Mongols. We were cooperating with a lot of allies who is at the island and trying to build an army against Mongolian invasion. Jin Sakai was struggling a lot to end this war, and his journey was bloody and harsh. He was compromising about his samurai way and becoming something different than a samurai. He was a killer of Tsushima. That is why people were calling him as Ghost of Tsushima. First game was a great samurai game. Fighting mechanics of the first game was not like any other samurai game. Players had chance to block, parry, applying a light and heavy attack to enemies. But the important part was that these movements Designs was so aesthetic, precise and systematic. While you were playing the game, you could really experience being a katana bearer samurai at its best version. There are different types of samurai games in the market, but none of them were like Ghost of Tsushima. For example, Rise of the Ronin. Compared to Ghost of Tsushima, Rise of the Ronin had lighter combat and flying around the place. And exactly that's why Ghost of Tsushima was a great game of its time, and its success led to making a second game. We are playing with a new different character in a great journey in Ghost of Yotei. Main character of our second game is Atsu. She is not a samurai, but a relentless warrior. After her family butchered by Yotei 6, she is giving herself a promise about getting a revenge of her family. While her family getting slaughtered, Yotei 6 was leaving her behind to make an example. Saito was sticking Atsu into the tree while the tree was burning, and Yotei 6 was assuming that Atsu had been killed by their hands at that occasion. She basically left behind to burn alive. But this is fate's game. Atsu was staying alive somehow, and she had run to the south to become a warrior. After 16 years of being a mercenary and fighting at different wars, Atsu has been coming to north again to get revenge her family and the ones who was responsible from her parents' deaths, and this is the main plot of our game. To make a better explanation about game's plot, I want to talk more about game's story. Atsu has a brother and parents. Atsu's father is a blacksmith. He was a member of a clan with Saito, the man who killed Atsu's family. After questioning and mistrusting this clan was broke apart, and Saito was very angry for dismantling of the clan. This situation is a great example of human desire for power and revenge after this power vanishes. At Atsu's childhood memories, we are gathering mushrooms with Atsu's brother. While we are seeking mushrooms, Atsu sees a wolf and gets closer. Wolf sees them and starts to act wildly. Right before wolf attacks to Atsu and her brother, gunshot fires. The one who shuts the gun is Saito. Saito looks friendly and helpful to the children. Atsu and her brother invite Saito to their house for dinner, and he helps to them. When they come to the house, Atsu's mother and father see Saito and acts like they see a demon. Atsu's mother takes children into the house, and Atsu's father talks with Saito. Saito and Atsu's father talks about the rebellion which demolished Saito's clan, and Saito says that I'm going to kill you right now. This event leads to the family's slaughter. But as I mentioned before, Atsu stays alive and she gives herself a promise to get revenge of her family. At the beginning of the game, we are hunting down a member of Yotei 6 whose nickname is Snake. We are asking his whereabouts, and after questioning people we are pinpointing his location. After a one-on-one fight with Snake, we are killing him, but we are getting hurt a lot. Saito has been hearing this news, and he is putting a bounty on Atsu's head. Every mercenary and every member of Saito clan is hunting us in our journey. We are being seen as a threat, for many and so many people are hunting us at the place which game continues, in Ezo Island. In Ghost of Yotei, we had 4 stances. We were choosing the right type of stance according to the enemy type. This stance system was about deflecting their defenses. For example, if they are defending themselves, we need to break their defense by choosing the right stance for the weapon type. This was a great development for a game, and it was amazingly keeping the player on edge and focused. While we were fighting 5 or 6 enemies, we needed to change our stances according to their weapon type. In the second game, we don't have stances. Instead of stances, we have 4 types of different weapons. In the first game, enemies had sword and shield, 2 swords, javelins, and some of them was brutes. I mean big guys. We had 4 types of stances for those 4 types of enemies. For the stance change, we now have different weapon types. For example, for katana users we can use our katana. For spear users, we have 2 katanas, and these choices are essential for fighting with enemies. Choice of choosing the right weapon for the right enemy is very important for gaining an advantage against them. I strongly suggest that you apply the right weapon for the right enemy. Otherwise, everything becomes very hard. I am playing the game at hard game option. So if you are a skillful player who seeks an intense combat, you must make your weapon choice rightly. Additionally, while we can have 4 weapon types of combat, sticking to a 1 weapon is kind of dull and empty. With 4 weapons, we can see much more combat animations and different kinds of fighting styles, and this is an improvement for the game. This 4 weapon gives attacking advantages and also visual complexity. Apart from the first game, now we have cooking food options. With cooking, we can acquire attack and defense bonuses. These bonuses continues for a day and they gives advantages to us. If you think that some of the encounters are going to be hard, I suggest that you should eat something before you enter the combat. For example, gaining a spirit slot for renewal of our health are amongst these bonuses, and it's very useful if you think about it. While cooking the food, game gives us an opportunity to cook our own meal with a cooking animation. If you want, you can skip this animation, but I personally found it very amusing. I think that this animation and cooking sequences gives a realistic aspect to the game. There is also blacksmithing options in Atsu's Memories. It has a similar design as cooking animations. These animations has quality and realistic aspects. There are weapon upgrades, saddle designs, lots of loot opportunity, and places for using these loots. We can loot food for bonuses, sake for refilling our spirit coke, lots of resources for upgrade our gear and weapons. There are blue attacks, red attacks, colorless attacks, and yellow attacks in the game. While enemies do these attacks, we have to act differently for each one of these attacks. We can't block blue attack completely. We have to parry for these. We must avoid red attacks with dodge. We can parry or block them. Yellow attacks are designed to make our weapon drop. So we have to attack with heavy attack button to these attacks to prevent our weapon drops. There is also weapon throw in this game. We can throw these weapons to the enemies. There is katana, double katana, spear, and kusiragawa among our weapons. Each weapon has different attacking animations, and having different kinds of weapons is kinda pretty cool. In the first game we only had katana, but in the second game, developers made a chance to play with 4 different kinds of weapons. Game's graphics designs and colors are just amazing. I am playing at PlayStation 5 Pro, and this device runs the game at 60 FPS with ray tracing mode on. Sound design is also very good. The second game is way better than the first game in terms of color and sound. Map is designed brilliantly. Sights are amazing and no one can deny this. Characters' face designs are very detailed. You can see every detail in their face. When I see Saito first time, I saw his face details and said, "Wow, Developers made a great job about face details. We can also gather information from the enemies we face at Ezo about Yotei. With these clues, we can pinpoint our missions. There are bounties and side missions in the game, and these missions gives us the opportunity to fight more and more. From bounties, we can gather in-game unit for buy some stuff. Ghosts of Yotei is a greater game than the first one. If you like the first game, this second game will be a great option for you to play. If you are looking for an amazing action game, this game is just for you. That's the end of our video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. For more game reviews and breakdowns, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.